Okay, what I want to show you here is something that's seemingly very simple, yet it can be a little bit of a trap for some people. So we just want to go through it briefly and show you some of the differences when just simply swapping a reel handle from right hand side to left hand side or vice versa. There's essentially two types of reel handle. One where the handle goes through the center of the reel, and the second type is a handle that screws on from the outside. I'll show you. I've got three reels here lined up and I'm going to show you how the different types work. This is a Daiwa Sol 4000 reel and it has a screw through handle. So if I want to swap that reel handle from the right hand side over to the left hand side, I simply unscrew what's called a handle cap screw. There's no need for the use of a tool on there, it's only a plastic screw cap, and the handle slides out from the inside of the reel. Even though the two sides of this reel are not the same in appearance, it will have no bearing on the handle itself. We simply slide that into the opposite side of the reel, handle screw cap locates and does up. Again, do not under any circumstances use a tool to do that up. It's not required. If you do, then you're going to create some sort of damage. It's only generally a plastic material. Some of them are metal. However, none of them are designed to be done up with any kind of tooling. Simply finger tight is well and truly tight enough. That's the Sol. Again, this is the Caudia. This particular handle screws on and off. Easily determined by the thread sticking out of the side of the reel and the short handle with the thread internally. Now the two sides of this reel do look different. We have a rubber seal in place. We do need to change that to that side of the reel, but it simply goes straight on like that, and the handle screws on this side in the opposite direction in a left hand thread pattern. Handle cap screwed back in place on the other side to prevent anything getting inside the reel, and we're good to go. The last reel I'm going to show you is certainly one of our upper end or upper echelon of reels. This is a Daiwa Certate, and the reason I'm showing you this reel is that this is the sort of reel that a lot of people do get into trouble with. Very similar to the Caudia, however, you will see on this particular reel a plate screwed to the side of the reel with three very small screws. It's called an engine plate, and on these particular reels it retains or holds the two bearings either side of that main gear into the reel. They've had instances where people have attempted to remove these screws, removing that plate to swap the handle sides, and it's not necessary. It doesn't ever have to happen, and if you do it, detrimental results are going to occur. We're going to damage gears, we're going to damage componentry. Any of the handles on any of our reels, whether they are a $10 reel or a $1,000 reel, can be swapped from left to right simply with fingers, no tools required. These particular caps can be extremely tight and difficult to undo. Tools are obviously going to damage and create marks and scarring here, which is ugly and not what we want, and they're going to do things too tight. So I'm going to show you two really simple little tools that we have developed for doing this. One of them is your humble everyday ball of blue tack, and the other one is a little piece of rubber bike tube. Our lump of blue tack, the most accessible everyday thing, can be squashed down on top of that handle screw cap, finger and thumb twist, and it allows us to grip a formerly very slippery component without damage, without scoring, and we can undo that. The rubber bike tube, simply with two fingers again over the top of that handle cap, down and turn, and we can grip something that was seemingly difficult to grip previously, and we end up with a very simple solution to a problem which can create damage, and we're able to grip something which is seemingly slippery without a lot of purchase on it by using humble everyday product.